out what's happening in that game between Quebec and Long Island, let's go to Steve Armitage.
Don, the Islanders open the scoring at 7:46 of the first period. Dan Bouchard comes out of the net, loses his stick. Wayne Merrick has a wide-open net and gives New York a 1-0 lead over Les Nordiques. Quebec tie the game 4 minutes later. Mark Tardif scores his first goal of the playoffs. He moves in on the right, cuts around the defense, and beats Billy Smith with a wrist shot to the short side. It's tied at 1 in the first period. Islanders Quebec, Game 2 in the Prince of Wales final in Uniondale. Here's the time.
NHL update coming your way. Let's once again join Steve Armitage.
Don, the Islanders have gone in front 2-1 at 1:33 of the second period. Great work from Bob Bourne behind the net. A pass in front to Mike Bossy. Using Peter Stastny as a screen, Bossy beats Bouchard high. For Bossy, his 7th goal of the playoffs. 2-1, Islanders over Quebec in the second.
Stadium, Tiger Williams isn't worried, even though Glenn Sharpley has scored the only goal so far, and Chicago leads Vancouver 1-0. I know you're all anxious to see what's happening on Long Island, so let's go there right now in action between Quebec and the Islanders.
It rolls into the corner.
We welcome our viewers who have been watching the Chicago-Vancouver game. 5:45 left here, second period.
Stastny going in, he scores! Peter Stastny, what a time to cue in, Dick. You are a marvel.
That makes it 2-2 as we'll get the score. Don Cherry has been saying on our broadcast, the Nordiques have to get in closer on Billy Smith rather than shoot from far out. Don, there is your perfect example.
Well, there it is. Usually they're shooting from here. I'm sure Michel Bergeron told him, you have to work on Billy Smith. You're not going to beat him away out there, and that's exactly what they did. You see, it was a left-hand shot walking in there. Right-hand shot, he wouldn't have a chance there.
Don, on his other rush, I mentioned all the moves that Stastny has. He didn't make me look very good as Smith knocked it away from him. But he came right back, and he was working like a pencil going in there.
Now watch this now. You notice he's a left-hand shot watching in here. He's got the whole ice. He's got the whole net. He makes a nice little move, goes around court, he puts it in. Billy didn't have much of a chance on that one.
It's a line, the All brothers in that one. Marion and Anton assisting him at 14-17.
5 minutes and 35 seconds. That is the time remaining. A long flip shot by Goulet. We're in the second period. Each team with 2 goals. It's been a fine hockey game. Much more lively than the opening game and much more competitive.
Well, you know, Michel pulled a fast one there. He snuck on the Smith. He's on a fast chase to get him away from Trottier and the big line there. And that's what he's got to do. He's got to fool around a little because Al's pretty sharp. Al's on the ball all the time.
I think that's just about the first time they were on as a line other than on the power play tonight in tonight's game. Another Quebec goal was scored by Mark Tardif in the first period for New York. Merrick in the first period, Mike Bossy in the second.
Well, there was Michel Bergeron. This guy does not fool around. He goes against power with power. He doesn't fool around. He doesn't try to put Hunter out against Trottier, which I think he will in Quebec, though. But tonight he's putting power against power.
Langevin shooting it in on the move is number 21, Brent Sutter. Taking him out of the play was Weir. Weir upended by Sutter in an accidental fashion. In on the boards. The Nordiques trying to get possession. It's Sutter chasing it, going in on the boards. Billy Carroll. And the Nordiques are going to get some skating room, and they dash into the center ice area led by the tough little guy, Hunter. Hunter tried to set up his man, Cloutier. Langevin cleared it down the ice. No icing on that, and Big Weir fires it off the boards. Sutter, however, is going to stop it. He takes a shot off Weir's stick. Everywhere Sutter goes, he finds Weir. And everywhere Weir goes, he finds Sutter. There they are again. Back to the point. McEwen is close again from a shot, knee high. And Bouchard tucked it and held it very easily.
Live from the Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale, New York, the Stanley Cup playoffs on CBC.
Run with the Wolfpack. The 1982 Evinrude Wolfpack, outboard power that ranges far and wide, from the gentle 2-horsepower Cub to the wild, big 235 Silver Wolf. Evinrude, first with many outboard innovations, providing compact, quiet, fuel-efficient power for 1982. Run with Evinrude. first in outboards. Available now at your Evinrude dealer.
Well done, me. You've infiltrated the Mr. Submarine shop.
I am setting diversionary explosives.
Just hide the secret sauce, me.
I am now making a delectable hot roast beef for me and an assorted cold cuts for you.
Me, the secret sauce.
Squeezing secret sauce out.
Me, that's it. Now, just grab the sauce.
What about your sub, Captain?
Blast the sub. No, wait.
Mr. Submarine, nothing goes down so good. Now, Braun challenges your face with the perfect trial offer. Test the world's #1 foil-head shaver on your face for 30 days. If you think anything else comes close to Braun, we'll give you back your money. Braun with 30 double-tempered steel blades with a micro-thin flexible foil and a 3-year limited warranty. Braun designed by perfectionists for perfectionists. Agree in 30 days or your money back from Braun. Canada. It's ours.
Dave Pichette still wearing the bandage to read the injury of the chin the other night in Boston. Here's that save by Smith off Anton Stastny, who was set up by Peter. There's Mr. Hunter doing his thing.
That's all right. That's all right. That's what he does. That's the way he's got to act aggressive. That's his game. He's got to get a little more aggressive. He has not been aggressive in this series so far, and that's not his game.
Looks like Butch Goring might be drawing one of his infrequent penalties. For Butch, in 13 seasons, he's the grand total of 78 minutes, but he had a vicious year this year. He had 5 minor penalties.
91, Butch Goring. Well, there again, remember I noticed the league knows that the Stastnys will not shoot on a 2-on-1. And Billy Smith played it the last time in the first period, and he played it that time. And the last time, Billy Smith knew that puck was coming back into center ice because they will not shoot on a 2-on-1.
What you're saying, Billy Smith is an intelligent goaltender.
Here's the play with Bourne breaking away. Pichette called a hooking from behind. Bouchard came out, dumped him from in front.
So we have Pichette out, and the Islanders with the advantage. McEwen getting it over to Pearson. In off the boards. Back it goes. Pearson. Here's Sutter trying to clear it in front. And he tried to set up his brother Dwayne, but the pass was high and hard. Now it's knocked down. Koke trying to clear it out. He struggles frantically for it. Big Gilly's going in after Captain DuPont, and it's picked up by Hickey. And he gets a whistle, and it relieves the pressure because he cleared it over the Islanders' bench.
Hickey does. Hickey for the second straight season. And there you see it, played for 3 different teams. The Rangers, the Leafs, and Quebec. Last year, it was the Rangers, the Rockies, and was it last year or 2 years ago? Anyway, he's had that happen to him twice.
Seems like 2. There's Al Arbor. The power play wasn't working with everybody. Throw somebody else out there. He doesn't fool around.
I asked you earlier if they win the Stanley Cup this year, which will mean 3 in a row. Will he want to go somewhere else?
I don't think so. He's making too much money, Dan.
That is always a consideration, isn't it?
Absolutely, when you spend as many years in the minors as he did.
Now the Nordiques clear it into the center ice area. A minute and 29 seconds left in the Pichette penalty. Bourne shooting it in. Over on the other side is Bossy. Potvin goes back to his position on the left point. It's back, but it's cleared out over the line. Coming down, he has the excellent speed. Goulet, but getting back there was Pearson. In on the right side, Bourne. Bourne is around the net. Trottier is getting in front. However, it's back to Pearson. On the board, cleared down the ice by Goulet.
The Nordiques have looked very, very impressive here tonight. Much more impressive than they did on Tuesday. Absolutely, they're aggressive, and that's the way they've got to be.
Now Big Gilly's in over the line along with Bossy. Bossy has it, gets it back. Pearson firing it in the pass. This is Trottier. Behind the net to Bossy. Bossy trying to center it. Will it go back to the point? It does. It goes to Potvin to Bossy. Bossy to the side. They try to clear it in front. Bouchard is down. And he smothers it.
Back at Chicago Stadium for period 2 of game 2 of this conference final. On a goal by Glenn.
It's now 4-2 New York in the third period. Wayne Merrick gets it along the boards and passes to Bob Bourne, and he beats Bouchard to the left. For Bourne, his 6th goal of the playoffs, and for the Islanders, a 2-goal margin at 3:46 of the third.
The thing is that being down 2-0 after being fairly well outplayed, you're not in a, you're not in a position that you can't come back by. So
Still in the game. 2-0 is the score here at Chicago.